I shouldn't have posted the 30th story. But I did. And that's when everything went wrong. The screen in front of me glitched. Not like normal. Not like a bad internet connection. It twitched. Like something alive was inside it. My video had just gone live. 30 true scary and disturbing horror stories, true scary stories from the internet. I remember smiling when I clicked upload. I thought it was my best one yet. I was wrong. Because as soon as it went live, the comments started coming in. Fast. Too fast. At first, they looked normal. First. This is gonna be good. I love your videos. Then. They changed. One comment caught my eye. You missed one. I frowned. What do you mean I missed one? I muttered. I replied quickly. Missed what? No answer. Then another comment appeared. There are 30, but one isn't yours. My stomach dropped. What? I refreshed the page. The video was still there. Everything looked normal. Title. Thumbnail. Description. I scrolled down to the list. I always list all the stories in the description. 1 to 30. But something was wrong. There were 31. I blinked. No, that's not possible. I counted again. 1, 2, 3. My fingers trembled as I kept going. 29. 30. 31. There it was. Story number 31. I never wrote a 31st story. I clicked on it. The timestamp led to the end of the video. But I didn't remember putting anything there. The video played. The first 30 stories were exactly how I made them. Everything normal. Everything fine. Then it reached the end. Black screen. Silence. Then. A voice started speaking. Not mine. But it sounded close. Too close. If you are hearing this, then he didn't stop me. My heart started racing. What is that? I whispered. The voice continued. He thought these were just stories. But they are not. The screen stayed black. But something moved. A shadow. Barely visible. My breathing got heavier. I didn't put this in the video. The voice continued. I'm story 31. I leaned closer to the screen. No, no, no. Then the shadow moved again. This time clearer. It looked like a person. Standing in the dark. Watching. Waiting. And then. It said my name. Ryan. I jumped back from my desk. How does it know my name? My hands were shaking. I paused the video. The screen froze. But something felt wrong. Very wrong. Then. The comments exploded. Hundreds of them. All at once. Who is that? That wasn't there before. Dude, take this down. He said your name. I couldn't breathe. This isn't funny. Then a new comment appeared. Right at the top. From a user with no profile picture. Just a blank grey icon. The name was simple. 31. The comment said. I told you that you missed one. I stared at it. Frozen. Then another comment from the same account. You should not have shared them. My chest tightened. What do you mean shared? I typed fast. What is this? Who are you? The reply came instantly. I'm what comes after. The lights in my room flickered. On. Off. On. Off. I looked around quickly. No, no, this is just stress. I tried to calm myself. But then my video started playing again. On its own. I didn't click anything. The timeline jumped. Back to the end. Story 31. The black screen returned. The shadow was closer now. Clearer. It looked like it was stepping forward. Out of the darkness. I watched all 30 stories, the voice said. And now. I'm here. My heart felt like it was going to explode. This isn't real. I whispered. Then suddenly. My webcam light turned on. A small red dot. Blinking. Recording. I froze. I didn't turn that on. Slowly. The video screen changed. Split in half. On one side. The dark shadow. On the other. My webcam. Showing me. Sitting there. Terrified. The voice spoke again. Now, you are part of the story. I slammed the laptop shut. Bang. Silence. My room was quiet again. Too quiet. I sat there. Breathing hard. This is just a glitch, it has to be. But deep down, I knew it wasn't. I slowly opened the laptop again. The screen came back on. The video was gone. Deleted. My entire channel. Gone. I stared at the empty page. No, 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 no. I refreshed. Nothing. Everything was gone. All my videos. All my stories. Except one. A new upload. I didn't make it. The title read, 31 True Scary and Disturbing Horror Stories. My blood ran cold. No. I didn't post this. The thumbnail was dark. Blurry. But I could see something. A figure. Standing behind someone. I clicked it. The video started instantly. Story 1 began. But it wasn't one of mine. It was new. A story I had never heard before. And then I realized something. Every story was about a different person. Real people. From the internet. The comments kept updating. People were watching. Thousands. Then I saw something that made my stomach drop. Story 30. I skipped ahead. My hands shaking. The screen showed a familiar room. My room. The camera angle. My webcam. My voice whispered. I think something is wrong with my video. My heart stopped. That's me. The video showed everything. Me reading the comments. Me seeing story 31. Everything. Then the video paused. Black screen again. Then the voice returned. Story 31. Now it continues. The screen flickered. And then, story 32 appeared. The title read, The One Who Is Watching This. The screen slowly zoomed in. Closer. Closer. Until it felt like it was looking. Right at me. Then the voice whispered, You're next. And suddenly, my bedroom door knocked. Knock. Knock. I didn't move. I couldn't. The knock came again. Knock. Knock. Slow. Heavy. Like whoever, or whatever, was behind that door knew I was standing right there. My chest felt tight. Don't open it. I whispered to myself. But my eyes were locked on the door. I couldn't look away. Then, my laptop screen lit up again behind me. I didn't touch it. I didn't click anything. But it turned on. By itself. A cold blue glow filled the room. I slowly turned my head. The video was playing again. 31 True Scary and Disturbing Horror Stories. But now, it wasn't the same. The timeline had changed. There were more stories. They're adding more. My voice shook. The knocking got louder. Knock, knock, knock. I backed away from the door. No, I'm not opening that. The video continued. Story 32. The One Who Is Watching This. The screen showed something strange. A room. Dark. Barely visible. But then, I realized. It wasn't just any room. It looked like mine. My breathing stopped. No way. The camera slowly moved forward. Through the darkness. Toward a door. My door. And then, the video cut. Black screen. Then the voice came back. Calm. Cold. You didn't open it. I swallowed hard. What do you want from me? The screen flickered again. More words appeared. Then I will come in another way. My heart dropped. What does that mean? The lights flickered. On. Off. On. Off. The knocking stopped. Just like that. Silence. Complete silence. I stood there. Waiting. Listening. Nothing. Then. A new sound. From behind me. A soft creak. I turned slowly. My closet door. It was opening. Creak. My whole body froze. No. I whispered. That's not happening. The door opened wider. Darkness inside. Too dark. Like it went deeper than it should. Then something moved inside. A shape. Stepping forward. I backed away quickly. Stay back. A hand came out first. Pale. Long fingers. Then a face. Not mine this time. But something worse. Its eyes were hollow. Its mouth stretched into a slow, unnatural smile. And then it spoke. Not in my voice. In many voices. At once. We are the stories. My heart felt like it stopped. What? More shapes moved behind it. More figures. Different shapes. Different faces. Some looked human. Some didn't. All stepping out of the closet. One by one. The screen updated again. He sees them now. Tears filled my eyes. This isn't real, this isn't real. But they kept coming. Filling the room. Standing around me. Watching. Then one stepped closer. It looked like a man. Normal at first. Until it spoke. You told them about us. I shook my head. I just made videos. Its smile grew wider. You shared our stories. Another one stepped forward. A tall shadow. No face. Just darkness. And now, we are shared. The room felt colder. Hard to breathe. I backed into my desk. What do you want? They all spoke at once. More. The screen flickered again. Story 36 appeared. The next one. My hands shook. No. I'm not doing this anymore. But then. My fingers moved. On their own. Reaching for the keyboard. No, stop. I tried to pull back. But I couldn't. It was like something else was controlling me. Typing. Slowly. One word at a time. My. No. Please stop. But my hands didn't listen. They're making me write. The figures watched silently. Waiting. My name. Tears rolled down my face. Is Ryan. The screen accepted it. The story began writing itself. Using my words. My fear. My life. I screamed and pulled my hands away. This time, it worked. I stumbled backward. No. I'm not part of this. But the screen didn't stop. The story kept writing. By itself. He tries to resist. I shook my head. I'm leaving. I ran for the door. This time, I didn't hesitate. I grabbed the handle. Opened it. And ran out. Down the hallway. Down the stairs. Out the front door. I didn't stop running. I didn't look back. The street was empty again. Too empty. No cars. No people. No sound. Help! I shouted. My voice echoed. But no one answered. I kept running. Faster. Farther. Until I reached the end of the street. And then. I stopped. Because something was wrong. Very wrong. The street didn't end. It just. Looped. The same houses. The same lights. The same shadows. Over and over. No, no, no. I turned around. Ran the other way. Same thing. The same street. Again. And again. And again. I'm stuck. My voice broke. Then I heard it. Behind me. Footsteps. Slow. Matching mine. Step. 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 I turned slowly. And there they were. All of them. The figures from my room. Standing at the end of the street. Watching me. Waiting. Then one stepped forward. The one that looked almost human. You can't leave the story. My legs felt weak. What do you mean? It pointed at me. You are the next one. The screen flickered in my pocket. My phone. I slowly pulled it out. Hands shaking. The video was playing. Again. Live. Thousands watching. Comments flooding. This is real. Run. Behind you. I looked at the screen. Story 37. The one who tried to escape. My heart dropped. That's me. The video showed me. Standing there. Holding my phone. Exactly what I was doing. Right now. Then the video zoomed in. Closer. Closer. Until it showed something behind me. I turned slowly. And my blood ran cold. Because this time, they weren't far away anymore. They were right behind me. Reaching out. Almost touching me. They were right behind me. I could feel their breath. Cold. Heavy. Like the air itself was alive. My hands shook as I stared at my phone screen. The video was still playing. Still recording me. Still streaming. Thousands of people watching. And none of them could help. Move. I shouted at myself. My legs finally reacted. I ran. As fast as I could. But the footsteps followed. Closer. Faster. Step. 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 I didn't even need to look back. I knew they were gaining on me. The screen on my phone updated again. Story 38. The one who gets caught. No, not that. I pushed myself harder. My lungs burned. My chest hurt. But I didn't stop. The street kept looping. Same houses. Same lights. Same shadows. Endless. You can't escape, a voice echoed behind me. I turned for just a second. Big mistake. They were right there. Closer than ever. Hands reaching. Faces twisting. Smiling. I tripped. Fell hard onto the ground. My phone slid out of my hand. The screen cracked. But the video kept playing. I scrambled backward. No. Stay away. They stopped. Just a few steps away. Watching me. Waiting. Like they were enjoying this. The tall shadow stepped forward. You ran. Its voice was calm. Too calm. I shook my head. I won't be part of this. It tilted its head. You already are. My phone buzzed. I looked down. The screen changed again. Story 39. The ending. My heart stopped. No, already. The video zoomed in on me. Closer. Closer. The comments exploded. This is insane. Is this real? Look behind him again. I didn't want to look. But I did. Slowly. Behind me. Nothing. For a second. Relief hit me. They're gone. Then. A hand grabbed my shoulder. Ice cold. I screamed and turned. It was right there. Face to face with me. My face. But wrong. So wrong. Its smile stretched wider than before. You took too long, it said. I tried to pull away. But it held me tight. Too strong. The others surrounded us. Closing in. No, please. The screen on my phone flickered violently. The video glitched. The image broke apart. Then reformed. Now showing something new. A room. Dark. With a chair. A desk. A computer. My room. The voice returned. Louder than before. This is where it ends. I shook my head. No. I'm not going back there. The thing smiled. You already did. Everything around me changed. The street vanished. The cold air shifted. And suddenly, I was back. Sitting in my chair. In my room. Like nothing ever happened. I gasped. What? My hands were on the keyboard. The screen in front of me glowed blue. The video timeline showed the beginning. Story 1. No, this is wrong. I tried to stand. But I couldn't. My body wouldn't move. The screen updated. He is ready. My breathing got faster. No, I'm not. Then the voice whispered. Yes, you are. My hands started moving. Typing. I tried to stop them. But I couldn't. Just like before. Only this time. I knew what was happening. I was writing the stories. One by one. Each one appearing on the screen. Story 1. Story 2. Story 3. All the way up. They're making me create them. Tears streamed down my face. No. I won't do all 30. But my hands didn't stop. Story 10. Story 15. Story 20. The room grew colder with each one. The shadows grew darker. And behind me, I could feel them. Watching. Waiting. Story 29. My heart pounded. Please, stop. Story 30. My hand slowed. Then paused. I felt hope for a second. It's over. But then, my fingers moved again. Story 31. No, not again. The screen flickered. The voice returned. Soft. Cold. You know what comes next. I shook my head violently. No, I won't. But I already knew. Because I had seen it before. Story 31 was not just a story. It was the start. Of everything. My hands typed slowly. My name is Ryan. Tears blurred my vision. I posted 30 horror stories. The room darkened. And then. I tried to stop. I really did. But I couldn't. The 31st appeared. The screen glowed brighter. The shadows behind me moved closer. And now. My voice cracked. I can't escape. The moment I finished typing, everything went silent. The hands stopped. The shadows froze. The screen went black. For a long time. Nothing happened. Then. One final line appeared. Cold. Simple. Waiting. Upload. My finger hovered over the mouse. No. I whispered. But something pushed it down. Click. The video uploaded. Instantly. The title appeared. 30 True Scary and Disturbing Horror Stories. True Scary Stories from the Internet. My stomach dropped. That's the same. The screen refreshed. Views started climbing. Fast. Too fast. Comments appeared. Just like before. First. This looks scary. I love these videos. Then. One comment appeared at the top. From a blank profile. Username. 31. The message read. You missed one. My eyes widened. No. The screen updated again. Story 31 appeared. And this time, I wasn't watching it. I was inside it. And somewhere, in another room, another person clicked the video. And the story began again. Knock. Knock.